What's up everybody, Bestmouth here, bringing you another Halo Infinite video. Today we are talking about Oddball, how to win on Oddball, proper strategy, proper rotations. I see so many people struggling with this game mode, complaining about this game mode, but don't worry, today we are going to get into exactly how you can win your Oddball matches in Ranked. But before we get into it, remember to like and subscribe if you learn anything new or enjoyed the video today. Also, we have a Discord server, links in the description, where we have fun playing Halo Ranked together. Doesn't matter what rank you are, doesn't matter where you're at skill-wise, come join the server, have some fun with us. But without further ado, let's get into the video. The first mistake I see people making when they play Oddball is they get the ball, but then they just kind of hold up and, like, as you can see here on pipes and recharge or elevator, and they just don't move, and they essentially just sit in one spot until they get wiped and the opponent gets the ball. You should constantly be utilizing the information that your teammates give you to rotate around the map and keep putting yourself in the most advantageous position to hold the ball. If you stay in one spot too long, the opponents are going to get power equipment or power weapon spawns, or they're just going to figure out your positioning and adjust their plays accordingly in order to deal with you. So here I'm going to battery. They are just not ready for it. As you can see, my teammate was distracting stairs. I had another one earlier distracting pipes, and they get completely wiped. So the second clip here, we are on streets playing Oddball. We are holding the ball on a site, but we are getting pushed pretty hard. Notice, firstly, how in the clip I don't just hold the ball. I notice so many players will just hold the ball and basically make their team 3v4. Drop the ball sometimes. As you can see, I throw a drop shield here. You know, I don't really shoot anybody here, but I do that a lot. You should be shooting enemies. You should be, using equipment, helping your team out so your team's not in a 3v4. Through the drop shield. But now, so they're pushing with the Bulldog, they get 2 kills. So right here, my teammates they're pushing with the Bulldog, there's 3 of them, 2 of my teammates are dead. I know I am probably going to die if I stay here. This is another case where don't just stand there with the ball, do something to help your team, even if you are certainly going to die. So here I know I am almost certainly going to die. So I see my teammates are spawning at Subway, and in order to get the ball as close to them as possible, I just start booking it down mid and throwing the ball as I go. I see a lot of players when they're rotating with the ball, they just hold it, throw it, and catch it kind of like a flag toss in order to move more efficiently. And then just only hold the ball when you know for 100% fact you have your team support and you are completely safe. So I just try to get the ball as close to them as I possibly can before the respawn. And they actually, I think the clip cuts before, but my teammates managed to get it and secure the ball in Subway just because of that play I made. If I didn't do that, the opponent would have had ball at A and we would have all spawned at Subway and they would have gotten easily 15, 20 points on the board. So for our third clip here, we are addressing, I see a lot of players on Oddball, they will camp tower, especially on live fire or hydro, on recharge, or any spot on a map where you can fall off the map and reset the objective, which essentially means you get the you either throw the objective off the map, grenade it off the map, jump with it off the map, and then the ball resets where it initially spawns. And this is useful for if you're in that spot and you're gonna die, you're gonna lose the ball, you can reset it and give your team an opportunity to re-push, retake the ball if there's no teammates around you and the ball. So we have the ball tower. I am just trying to provide some cover, but they managed to sneak around canal, get up there. I know my teammate's probably gonna die. Throw a grenade up. As you can see, so right here, I am low. I don't have team support around me. I know I'm getting pushed. I'm probably gonna die here. So I could either just die and like hold the ball for a couple of seconds, get some points on the board, or I could make a reset and hopefully get my team the ball back. So what I do is I do not jump off with the ball. I see so many players. Why do people do? They jump off with the ball and kill themselves. You don't have to kill yourself with the ball. You can just switch your weapon and it'll throw the ball. You can throw it off the map. You do not need to die for this to work. Okay, watch how I do this. Boom. Ball reset, and again the clip ends here, but you can see my my teammate there is ready for it. When you do this, you have to call it out. You have to call out as soon, even before you do it. So your team, your teammates probably aren't exactly on you. They know that the ball is going to respawn in the initial spot. They need this information in order to beat the enemy team there, because the opponent, as soon as they see that ball start falling, they can see it through the walls. They see it start falling. They're gonna, oh, they reset it. they're going to be right there ready for it too. So you have to call it out when you do that. Okay, so we're going into kind of a reverse scenario where the enemy team resets the ball. Right here, I have a bit of a choke on my part. I have active camo. I'm pushing the ball player. Don't really know how he doesn't see me. Oh, he's looking the other way, but I missed the ninja. Melee him once, missed the second, and he's able to get off right there. But before we go any further, don't jump off with the ball. He didn't need to jump off there. He could have thrown it. He could have gotten a couple melees in. I don't think he would have killed us in that situation. There was two of us, but I think he could have at least done something to slow us down and help his team rather than just kill himself with the objective. But now watch how we handle this. So we know the ball is resetting, where it's resetting. We know they're going to be right there. So a couple of well-placed grenades easily clean up the team. And we're able to re-secure possession of the ball. Remember this, when you yourself reset the ball, that your opponents will be immediately rushing that same position. So it's good to maybe wait a second, bait out the grenades, play it a little bit, maybe let them, take it for a second, but then, flank them. It's good to just know that the opponent is going to be going just as hard on that objective spawn as you are. I know from my teammates that have just died here that there are three opponents in Subway right now. I know two at least are up here because I see that guy who's not the ball carrier and that guy who is the ball carrier. I know the other guy is probably either hanging out these stairs here or around Subway Bend right here. So I decide, okay, I don't really have time to wait for my teammates to spawn. We need to get some points on the board. I'm going to try to take this. So I throw two grenades straight down the stairs here because I know there's at least two people here, possibly three. And I managed to kill the objective player. Now dealing with only two people left, one of them grabs the objective, so I know where he is. In order to stop... here, I'll play the clip as I talk here. But in order to stop the enemy team from scoring, I don't know 100% if I'm going to win the fight with the guy with the weapon, but I do know 100% I can take down the guy with the objective right here. Make sure they stop scoring. Doesn't matter how many kills you get, they can still win the game. It's Oddball, not Slayer. And I managed to kill 3 of them total, and my team here is able to secure the ball. So here, as you can see, the opponents are trying to make a rotate out of Subway, and I will play the clip. I grab the spanker. My teammate in Subway is providing great distraction. I killed 2. Before picking up the ball, kill the 3rd. I see so many people just blind pick up the ball whenever it's available. Make sure you kill everybody around the ball before you pick it up. So as you can see, we've lost a round, and in the initial round, the opponents were very much on the camo and sword spawns, and they were able to basically just secure the ball and then stay in pipes or elevator with the sword or camo and just basically dominate us. So my strategy here was I'm going to keep the ball mid, as I know they've already had the sword. I don't want them to get the ball and be able to hold a power position with the ball. So I go mid, kind of battery area, wide open, and I just kind of start juking around according to where my teammates are calling out, right? I want to adjust my position out of the line of fire with information from my team. Make sure on Oddball your teammates are calling out every position the enemy is so you can adjust your position with the ball. So I'm doing that for as long as I can, but the main objective is to draw out their sword player because they play very conservative. They play very well. They hold on to that sword. They only use it when it's an opportune time. They don't misuse it. They don't waste it. So I'm trying to draw that sword player out, and I managed to do so here. My teammates trade him out, and we are able to get secure the ball and the sword because of this. So here, I'll play it from the beginning. Teammate goes down. I killed someone, and then just kind of move around the mid area. I start going over towards elevator, but my teammate calls out 2 guys there. I'm like, oh, nope, going back. Messing around battery. And then there's a sword. He kills me, but as you can see in the kill cam here, he's killed another enemy, but then my teammate grabs a sword, gets him, grabs the ball. So you don't always have to hold the ball in a confined area, or even like with team sport. As you can see, my team had not even that great map control, but just kind of overlooking the area I was moving around in, and you can pull off some pretty successful plays that way. So this is a clip I've already shown my channel before, but I think it does a great job of showing quick oddball rotations. So I'm able to get 2 guys here. Yep. And pick up the ball. Look at the score, 98. They need to hold the ball for basically a second to win the whole game here. And we need, 5-10 seconds. And we are holding the ball. So I decided not to position myself in station because it is just so easy to grenade people out of here. Like, I just knew the enemy team would spawn and just start yucking grenades in here, and I'd probably go down. All they need to do was run in here and snag it for a second, and the game would be over. So instead, I position myself slightly outside behind this kind of like box that juts out here. So I have good cover, and I can kind of see if they're pushing me from A or mid. So this guy pushes me. I go back into station to avoid the line of fire. And as soon as I go back in, I see this guy here. But I'm already at half shields. Some people could argue, I throw the ball here and try to fight. But with how much time is left, I'm even worried he might not even fight me if I throw it. He might just flop on the ball and grab it for a second. And if I don't hit my shots perfectly, the game is over. So instead of dropping and fighting, I go out here. Get just out of his line of sight. Notice how I hug the corners to make sure I am visible for as little time as possible. Hugging the corners again, come around, and we manage to secure the round. Use basically use information, peek smartly, use your teammates' callouts on where the enemy position is, and maneuver yourself out of the line of fire as much as possible. So power equipment, especially the overshield, is very useful when playing objective, especially oddball. That little extra health can mean a world of difference when you're constantly getting grenade spammed or just full-on pushed, melee spammed, everything. So here's a good example of where the overshield really saved the objective for me. So I grab the objective here, and I'm just going to play it real time for you. Managed to kill the objective player, grab the ball. My teammate calls 2 guys behind you, so I immediately turn around, utilize the fast melee speed of the ball. You can melee slightly faster than players with a weapon. So I notice a lot of players, when they get pushed with the ball, they kind of freeze or, panic, and they just kind of hold it and either turn around and run or just stand there. In a situation like that, where either you're certainly going to die or there's no way to get safely away from the person you're fighting, you have to just go all in and either throw the ball, start shooting, or just smack them with it. And smacking them with the ball is pretty effective, as like I said, it is slightly faster than when a player's holding a weapon. Okay, so here is an instance where it is smart to camp and play with ball in a confined area like this. On pipes is when you have control of a power weapon or you have insanely good map control and are just dominating the enemy team. So I am sitting in pipes with the energy sword, keeping it very close quarters, forcing them to come to us. I think this clip is a good example just because it showcases this concept. This team was clearly not communicating well or at all. They kept just pushing me and not even checking my corner despite me being in the same corner for a long time. But I still think it's good conceptually to outline this. So yeah, just sitting in corner. As you can see, we have a dark void over here is watching the other side of pipes. So I just kind of sit here and deal with these guys. So another one just doesn't check me, doesn't pre-nade me at all. Another one just doesn't check me. So as you can see, that team is, not the best, but it is still a good example of how to play a close quarters objective. So for the last clip here, I'm sorry, I know it's a longer video than I usually do, but Oddball, I feel like, is a pretty complicated topic, and I don't think I even addressed half of what I wanted to address today. Yeah, so this is another rotation. So we need 13 points to win the game here. We need to grab the oddball. I'm going to grab the oddball right here, but some of our teammates are dead. As you can see, I am now alone in pipes, but my teammates have started to spawn over here by Hydro. So obviously, in my mind, even though I don't really have many callouts for my team, I can assume, okay, the enemy is going to be they're going to start being this, they're about to start coming in pipes, they're going to be at elevator, they might be over at BR, but they're most likely not going to be over here, or my teammates would have said something, right? So I am going to try to move the ball over here, but it is going to be pretty contested. And I want to go over kind of how I move and maneuver with the ball in order to secure the win. So I begin to move the ball outside to attic, and they start shooting me. So I immediately throw the ball as soon as I start taking damage to ensure I keep my life and maintain speed to get around that corner out of the line of fire. Grab the ball again once I'm out of the line of fire, jump to avoid the explosions because I know they're going to be prenating me. Throw the ball again in order to maintain speed, get closer to my team. Grab the ball. Once I am close to my team, they immediately call out, guy pushing stairs right there. I do not want to get naded out, so I immediately jump on the box here and jump up here. So that secures us the victory. As you can see, my teammate was, the guy was right here. So I was able to move according to my knowledge of how spawns work and my teammates' callouts at the end here with the stairs in order to stay out of the line of fire as long as possible. That's the name of the game, stay out of the line of fire. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video today or learned something new. Remember to join the Discord server, links in the description. See you guys in the next video.